What you gonna do? Yeah. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come?
Good morning. I've seen a video that was recently uploaded to social media. First, let me say this. Everybody seems to be bawling out to the Prime Minister nowadays, making videos asking for help, asking for a whole lot of stuff from the Prime Minister. But, I've seen these videos, but never really paid them any much mind because they do not concern me, former detective corporal of police. But this one does. And most of you must be aware of the recent video that was uploaded, that was done by the Hunts Bay police station, wherein an authorized vehicle, and let me repeat that, an unauthorized vehicle that went to the back of a police station, which was, when I was there, or still is, a restricted area. Let me repeat it, a restricted area. Now, I don't care who was in that vehicle. Number one, the vehicle was tinted. Could be anybody in that vehicle. Number two, it's a restricted area. So, no vehicle is supposed to go around that area of the Hunts Bay police station without authorization. And if a police officer is in that vehicle that does not work at the Hunts Bay police station, they still need authorization. Stop at the front of the station, talk to the station guard, and somebody will allow you around there because you do not work at the Hunts Bay police station. No. This specific incident involved Detective Inspector Gunter. And before I go any further, I am going to say this because everybody is calling out for Prime Minister. No, Mr. Prime Minister, Mr. Sir Andrew Holness, Mr. Prime Minister, I am asking you right now that this recent incident involving this detective inspector, I want you to throw it under the rugs. I want you to dash it away. Do not pay it any mind. It is just raucous diatribe. Anybody who knows this police officer in question, Detective Inspector Gunter, would know that, listen, this is one of the best police officers in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. As a matter of fact, probably best police officer in the world. You know what? Hear what I said? Probably best police officer in the world. This is one of the most honest police officer I've met in my whole entire career. In my whole entire career, this man is a hero to the Hunts Bay Police Division and Jamaica in general. Because if Jamaica had 3 more police, matter of fact, 1 more police like Detective Inspector Gunter, Jamaica would be a far, 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 far better place today than it is right now. If Detective Inspector Gunter has his way in doing police work. This man is one of the most loyal policemen to the cause. And the most important thing that you, Mr. Prime Minister, and the people of Jamaica need to understand about this policeman, that he cares about the job, he cares about the country, and he can never and he will never be compromised by nobody, no money, nothing in the whole wide world. This man is untouchable when it comes to corruption. This man is the best thing that ever happened to the Jamaica Constabulary Force. So when I see these people coming on social media and calling up the inspector's name, talking about this and that, people of Jamaica, do not pay these people any mind. Do not pay these people any mind. Number one, if an unauthorized vehicle enters a restricted area, especially say the back of Hunts Bay police station. Some police would have seen that vehicle, you know, and let it slide. Just a sure, not that. I wouldn't. A tinted vehicle in a restricted area around the cell area of the police station. No man, I would have intercepted that vehicle right away, guns out, until all occupants, you know, come out of that vehicle, so I could see who it was and what they are doing around there. And I think Gunter had the same intentions. So I don't know what transpired. I was not there. But as far as I'm concerned, the man was merely protecting the property of the police station, which is his job to do. So all of you people in that car run on social media talking about Prime Minister address this police officer is this, police officer is that. Let me tell you something, that is the best police officer in the world. And any assistance you want at that station, you come to that station and that man would have done it for you. But if you go in a restricted area, you're going to get him racha. Because he cares about the system and he cares about the police station. He cares about the safety of the prisoners, the safety of police officers, and including he cares about the safety of himself. So he's going to get raw on any vehicle that enters the back of the station. Because no vehicle is supposed to go to the back of the station without an authorization, whether a police is in it or not. So let me come to that police officer who's in that car. Shame on you. You're a disgrace to the organization. Because if you go around the back of the police station with a civilian in that vehicle, in a tinted vehicle, you should have known that any responsible police officer, especially if you see Detective Inspector Gunter, you should know that you should stop, come out, identify yourself and identify the occupants of that vehicle immediately. And you should have well known that before you enter there with an unauthorized vehicle, you should have gone to the guard room and said, I am such and such and such and such. I am going to run the back of the station with a civilian in the car. And then even so, police officers are corrupted at times. You could be carrying contrabands. The only thing that Gunter did wrong is Gunter should have called in a team and properly searched that vehicle from top to bottom to ensure that no contraband is in that vehicle entering the restricted area of the police station, the cell area of the police station. Next thing you know, 2 days after they left, an escape happened. Because you can't even trust your own as police officer either. So whether a police officer was in that car or not, it is a restricted area and the car is restricted from entering that area. So if Gunter load on up to back that car out of the area or blocking that car, he did the right thing. And trust me, nobody can tell me otherwise. You know, the discussion has been going on and a whole lot of police officers talking about, oh, he could have done it better, he could have this, he could have that. Oh, you know why? Because they wouldn't care about the police station. They would have seen that car and let that car slide right around the station. Next thing you know, the police die because of one bag of gunman in that car. Because nobody wouldn't pay any attention to that car. And you know why? I had an unmarked car one time. Tinted. Me and 2 police officers were working in that car. And we drove to Spanish Town Police Station. This is an example, you know. I drove to the Spanish Town Police Station. Right through the front door gate of the police station. All the way to the back, a tinted, you know, all police officers, plain clothes. We were at the M16 rifles, anything, I mean, well equipped. We drove around the back of the Spanish Town Police Station, right around to the back, to the cells, right around to the back of the building, and parked that car around here. We came out, fully strapped, with M16 rifle and magazine, like wow. So you tell me now, if we were gunmen, like serious gunmen, what would have happened in that police station, or what could have happened in that police station? We could have wiped out the whole cell block and wipe out the whole guard room. Because trust me, there is not enough staff in that police station to stop 3 fully armed, experienced men with three assault rifles. Every police dead in that. What me say, very patois. Every police being very Jamaican. Every police dead in that. Or for you people who don't know patois, all the police officers would have died in that police station. 3 men armed with assault rifles well strapped, and know what they are doing, every police dead. Every police would have died there and the prisoners all released. But luckily we were police officers. But I am saying this to say that there was no police to even stop the car. To say, who are you? Where are you going? This is a restricted area. Nobody. We drove past police, the little DC at the gate. He didn't even stop the car to look in the car. And the car was not a mark unit. The car was not a police unit. He was seeing it for the first time. No, if I had drove around there and met up with Detective Inspector Gunter, I know that car could never pass his feet. He would have stopped the car, maybe pull him gun and say, what is this car? Where you going? So obviously that is what he did. And all he did was being a real police officer. The one I know he is. And will never change. So when everybody talk and I see the video on social media and I see the whole lot of negativities talking about one bad word, said the inspector cursed and pussy clad. Well, fine. That what happened. So what's the offense there? Indecent language? The judge should caution them in a language they understand. Jamaican understand certain language, I speak it to them. Let me tell you something. Detective Inspector Gunter done nothing wrong. All the man did was protect the police station, the properties, the prisoners, and the staff. Because that car could have had 3-4 gunmen all armed with assault rifles and wipe out that police station in no time. By the time people find out, people start dead long time. It seems as if we tend to forget the history, you know. We keep on forgetting about history and focusing on some crap that we don't need to focus on in Jamaica. That's why we have such a crime problem in Jamaica, because we are focusing on the wrong thing. We are focusing on image. The police department is focusing on image, and you want the Prime Minister to focus on image. But I am saying to you, Prime Minister, please do not focus on image. Focus on what can stop crime in Jamaica. And it takes an inspector like Detective Inspector Gunter. That man should have been a DSP or SSP a long time ago. Because, like I said, he's one of the most honest police, straightforward police I have ever come to know in my life. And I know that a whole lot of police officers can say the same about Inspector Gunter. That man does not back down when it comes to police job. To come to doing his job as a policeman. He will go to the highest level to do his job the right way. So shame on you people, and especially shame on that police officer that was in that car with those civilians. You know who Detective Inspector Gunter is, and you know that the station is a restricted area around the back, so you should have never carried anybody out there without authorization. So back to the part now. We seem to be forgetting history. So soon, so quick, we forget what happened at Olympic Garden Police Station when so much police was killed. Crossroad Police Station, Bridgeport Police Station. We forget what happened at Hunts Bay Police Station, where a man actually followed a man inside the police station and give him gunshots in the police station. We forget that. We forget about that so soon? Have we forgotten about that? But can you imagine an unmarked car, tinted car, drove around the back of the Hunts Bay Police station with 4 gunmen inside of that car? Can you imagine the hell that could have happened if nobody stopped them? Can you imagine the hell would have happened at Spanish Town Police Station because nobody stopped my car from going around with 3 armed men, all armed with assault rifles? I had about 6 clips. You tell me now. The damage. And you're talking about who? Social media. People on social media doesn't even understand policing as far as I'm concerned. You know, Renita Adams call them undesirables. People who love to jump on bandwagon. Jamaicans are bandwagonists. Every little thing them take it and run with. And people are so anti-police in Jamaica that anything that comes out negative about the police, they seem to just jump on it like a food and follow it all the way to I don't even know where. But anything positive that comes out about the police, they do not ride on it. Because Jamaica is supposed to be, well, Jamaica is a criminal state at this point. Jamaica, I will repeat, Jamaica is a criminal state. I repeat it again. Jamaica is a criminal state when Jamaica should be a police state. That is the reason why we have so much crimes in Jamaica. That is the reason why we have so much crimes in Jamaica. Because of incidents like these. Because of behavior like these. Because I watched the video on Facebook, YouTube, whatever, and nobody seems to be saying anything. No civilian seems to be saying, then why is the car doing around there? The inspector had the right to intercept that car and I too, because me want to know where I go. Who is in that car? Nobody's asking that question. Nobody's saying, boy, if it was gunman, all the police could have died in the station, police could have died, people could have lost their life, prisoners could have escaped. Nobody's talking about that part of it. Because everybody's scared. Oh, them people said they ain't going to the station and inspector cussed them off. The inspector cussed them off. And like I said before, shame on you, police officer, whosoever you was. I don't even want to know your name. Whosoever was in that car with those civilians, shame on you. You're a disgrace to the organization. You're a disgrace to the organization because you did not follow protocol. You did not follow rules and regulations. How can you enter a restricted area without authorization with civilians? Detective Inspector Gunter. Respect. Respect for your service that you have done for your country over the years and promoted. And respect for the work that you're still doing for the organization. Would you at Hunts Bay police station? Hunts Bay is going to be a better police station than it was before. I prefer a policeman who make noise every day more than a policeman who walk and thief people and commit crime. You see, like how those gunmen say, the only good police is a dead police. That is gunmen's motto. And people who don't respect law and order motto. The only good police is a dead police. So Gunter is a good police. So, but him not dead. So him are the worst police. Because he's a bad police for doing his job. That's the thing, When I was on the job, I don't want no praises for nobody in the public. I don't have to be a good police for you. I want to be the bad police, but bad doing my job. Not good. Not good in your eyes doing the wrong thing. Gunter, keep it up. Mr. Prime Minister, I want you to take this case seriously, And I'm asking you, sir, to look into this whole allegation against this inspector. And a matter of fact, this man should never be an inspector. This man should have been an SSP long time ago. Based off his character and the jobs and the type of work that this man has done for the Jamaican people. Remember that Detective Inspector Gunter is the first police officer in the history of Jamaica to get Top Cop in 1997. Who remembers that? He got the award of Top Cop, which was the first Top Cop award in Jamaica. And after that, I'll be frank with the Jamaican people. I don't see any more Top Cops. The award has become crap. The only other Top Cop I seen who deserved that medal was Eddie. Inspector Edwards. Inspector Gunter, Inspector Edwards, those are the only two top cops I saw in Jamaica, because the whole criteria for top cop has changed to just imagery when crime or kill Jamaica. Gunter is one of the police officers, Mr. Prime Minister, who is the answer to your crime problem. The answer, you hear what I said to you? It's Prime Minister, Mr. Prime Minister. Detective Inspector Gunter is one of the answers to your crime problem. If you can create 2 more police like Detective Inspector Gunter, you will have a tremendous decrease in crime. You hear what I said, Mr. Prime Minister? A tremendous decrease in crime. So let me end with this. Detective Inspector Gunter, Stand tall. As far as I'm concerned, you did a great job. Mr. Prime Minister, I'm asking you, I'm requesting, sir, that you seek an audience with this inspector. A public servant. One who has given his life for his country. One who has been shot more than once, twice. Who has been shot, I think, 3 times for his country. Who has suffered for his country, bled for his country. And that did not stop his zeal in protecting this country. This man promotion is the slowest promotion for an officer of that caliber. And it has been so for years. But Mr. Prime Minister, you need to change that now. You need to start promoting the good police officers, the ones who can make a difference in Jamaica. And I'm requesting that you promote Detective Inspector Gunter to DSP Inspector right away. That is what I am asking you, because everybody asks you for things nowadays. So, I am Detective Corporal Blake, was a serving member who has given my whole entire life, like Inspector Gunter, to the organization. I've been shot twice. And I've done a lot for this country. I almost died for this country. I have sacrificed my whole entire life to this country, and so has Detective Inspector Gunter. So that is my request to you, Mr. Prime Minister. Promote Detective Inspector Gunter. Put him in an area where he can assist the country. Get more people like him. Let him train people. Let him train people. And all you people out there who are talking about and commenting on this, what, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It's suppression of crime. That is what I call it. The suppression of a good police officer, for one word. Jamaican people, it's time that you stop jumping on bandwagons. You're talking about this. If you ever know who this policeman is, people complain about Inspector Gunter all the time. Or him feisty, and him this and him that. But guess what? He will drive past now and you find yourself in some situation where he might have to curse you out. But you call the telephone, he's the same one coming to save your life. He's the same one that you can call on the street and depend on him to do anything for you. Because he's not going to back down. He's going to serve and protect. And guess what? He cannot be bought. He cannot be bought. And that is the greatest thing about the thing. This man's character cannot be bought because he's not for sale. He's one of the police officers in Jamaica who's not for sale. And as far as I'm concerned, most police officers in Jamaica are for sale. Are they already sold? So when you find a natural, neutral policeman, you better take care of him. And you Jamaican people, you Hunts Bay people, you need to rejoice that Inspector Gunter is back at Hunts Bay. Because some form of policing will continue to go on with this man. Mr. Prime Minister, you need to look into the situation. Promote this man. And stop follow some superintendents or commissioner of police who are recommending their friends, their corrupted friends. As far as I am concerned, most promotion in the Jamaica Constabulary Force is the most corrupt thing that you can find. Because the wrong people are being promoted. And for years, people like Inspector Gunter has been passed by. Swing around, bypassed. Because he's a good policeman. Finally, he's an inspector for about 100 years. He's just an inspector now. When he should have reached a way higher rank than that. But the people of Jamaica, you need to understand these people. Whosoever is watching that video, there's another side. There's a better side to this policeman. There's a way better side to this policeman. This policeman is one of the realest policemen you will ever find in Jamaica. He's one of the real ones, one of the good ones. One of the ones that you should treasure. One of the ones that you should want to keep, not tear him down. Not tear him down. And if these people on this video ever know who this inspector is, they won't even open their mouth. And if before they even posted this video on social media, they should have taken the time out to find out who this policeman is and seek audience with this policeman. Then they would have found out that this is a great policeman, a decent policeman. Very decent policeman. So, seeing that video, I had to say something. Because nobody is saying anything. I had to say something. No, because nobody's saying anything. Because nobody knows Inspector Gunter. Or even who knows, they act like they don't know. And like I said before, shame on you police officers that was in that car. So for the rest of Jamaican people who have not commented on that video before, I want to burn fire upon Inspector Gunter, you need to find out who that policeman is. This man should be commended, not ridiculed. Because no authorized vehicle should enter that area of the police station. It could be a vehicle armed with men with sole intention to tear down the police station. So Gunter has saved lives by doing what he did. He's a hero in my book. Because I would have done the same. Anytime, any day, anywhere.